Yeah, hi everyone. Today's Leetcode question is a fun and a simple one. So here we have given an array in which we have to find a lucky integer. So basically a lucky integer is an integer that has a frequency in the array that is equals to its value. I will explain you with an example which might help you to understand what is a lucky number. So we are given an array with these values. Let's have them. See here what is the frequency of the number 2. The number 2 has occurred for 2 times. The frequency is a 2. And when we check for the 3, it is of 1. And when we go for the 4, the frequency is 1. So a lucky number is, so as per the definition, a lucky integer is an integer that has a frequency in the array equal to its value. So the frequency of 2 is 2 and it is equals to its value. So it is called as lucky integer. So it is a lucky integer. This is not a lucky integer and this is not an lucky integer. And let's take another example given. Here 1 is occurred only one time while 2 is occurred 2 times and 3 has occurred 3 times. So all the three numbers we have seen here are lucky numbers. So what we should do in such case, see if all the numbers are lucky numbers, return the largest of them. Here we should return 3. Now let's go and see another example. Third one. Here number 2 has occurred 3 times and 3 has occurred 2 times in this array. So both are not lucky numbers. So we don't have any lucky number here. What should we do? Since there are no lucky numbers in the array, we should return -1. If there is no lucky number, lucky integer, we should return -1. That's the problem statement. So we understand how the problem statement is, and the constants are length is less than or equal to 500 and the numbers are between 1 and 500. That's the question. So we have understood the question, right? So let's go and code it right now. First, let's use the brute force approach. Here I am going to use only list and its functions to do this code. Let's have a variable named answer. Initialize it to -1. Since -1, if there is no lucky number, we are going to return -1. I initialized it to -1. Then let's go into for each loop for I in arr. Let's check whether the count is equals to its value or not. So if I is the value, let's check whether it is equal to the count of its value in the array. If it is equal to, we are going to assign it to the answer. Else we are not going to do anything. At the end we are going to return answer. This is for the first example. But in the second example we have seen there are many lucky numbers, but we should return the largest of them. So let's have it of maximum of answer comma I. So every time it is going inside the loop, and if it is a lucky number, it going to check the maximum of the oldest value in the answer and the newest lucky number, and then it is going to return the answer. This is the brute force approach. Let's run it. Let's submit it. Yeah, this is a brute force approach. The time complexity is order of n square because we are going inside and each item once, and array dot count as the time complexity of order of n. So it is order of n into n equal to order of n square. This is a brute force approach. Now let's go ahead with an optimized approach where we are going to use dictionary. So let me remove it. See, first we are going to have an answer variable which will store -1 in it. Then let's use dictionary. I have initialized a dictionary which will have key value pairs. So a number and its frequency, which is nothing but a number and frequency of the number in the array. Now let's loop into the array. I have used for each loop here. So let's check if the number is already in the dictionary or not as a key. So for if I in dictionary, you are simply gonna get the number and add the frequency +1 to the existing value. So I equal to d of I plus 1. If there is no value for the key, you are going to have d of I equal to 1 because it is the first time we got that number. So we have stored each number and its frequency into the dictionary. Now let's go and iterate the dictionary and get the items from it, that is key and value pair. So to get it, let's use a for each loop for I comma j. So let's have it for key comma frequency in dictionary of items. So here we are going to get each key and its number of frequencies. Then we should check if key value equal to its frequency. If both are equal, we are going to know it is an lucky integer. So let's have it in the answer. You can take it as key or value. You can store it into the answer because it is the same number, whether it's frequency or the key. But we should have it as a maximum of all the lucky integers. So let's have maths of answer, which is of oldest and the latest lucky integer. Then let's return it. Let's run the test cases. Everything is fine. Let's submit it. Yeah, so we have completed successfully. The time complexity of this approach is order of n because we are going to iterate the whole array once, which is order of n, and after that we are going to iterate the dictionary, which is of order of n. So the time complexity of this approach is order of n. Let me add few more comments here so you can understand it completely even when you see it. Please pause it and see for the comments and read it so you can understand it very well. Drop a like, subscribe for more daily Leetcode breakdowns, and let me know in the comments if there is any doubts.